Before sitting down to record this episode, I placed a grocery order. I pulled what felt like probably a year's worth of human hair out of the shower drain, and I put my second load of laundry in of the day. I also have a turkey in the oven because I don't know, why not? You could say I was procrastinating, as I am wont to do. You could also say I was just chipping away at the 4 hours of unpaid labor that I and women all over the country do on an average day. Unpaid labor is defined as non-compensated time spent on things such as caring for children and the elderly, cooking, cleaning, doing laundry, shopping for the things needed for said children, elderly, cooking, cleaning, and laundry. And regardless if you enjoy any of the things I just listed, and some of them I very much enjoy, women across the world spend hours of their day checking off items from their to-do lists that will never be formally recognized or compensated as work. If they were compensated for it, it's estimated that women would be owed over $10 trillion. That is so much HelloFresh. I can't even begin to calculate it. So, yeah, all right, between the cooking and the cleaning and the matching of the socks, I have time for some real choice words for the people and the sexism that perpetuate the system. There are gender stereotypes intertwined in every bit of unpaid labor, and it keeps many women away from the rest of their goals. It may not sound like a lot, but like a couple hours here and a few extra hours there add up and prevent women from having time to, I don't know, say start a business in their garage or run for office or record their goddamn podcast or just to do their actual paid job. Okay? In 1975, 90% of the women in Iceland took a day off from their jobs and their housework and child rearing. That day is now known as the Long Friday. In the following year, Iceland passed its Equality Act. It is now 2023, and we don't just need a long Friday, but a long Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I think you see where I'm going with this. It's like day of the week underwear, but you're paid to wear them. This is Choice Words. I'm Samantha Bee. My guest today is Diane Raphael, and she is so funny and so thoughtful. She wrote the book, Represent, The Woman's Guide to Running for Office and Changing the World. She founded the Jane Club, a women's co-working space whose mission includes providing childcare. Oh, right, yes. And also she is an incredible writer, actor, and comedian. So take a listen and make good choices. Oh my God. Hi, Sam B. Hi. I love talking to you so much. Okay. But I do want to talk about the choices that you've made in your life.
Yeah, I know.
Or like, okay, are you good at making, are you a decision maker?
So Sam, yes, I'm a decision maker.
You are.
Yes, I make choices quickly, decisively.
Really?
Yeah, I actually don't do well with personality types that struggle with decisions.
That's so interesting.
I don't care for it.
Like in a restaurant, or if you're standing behind someone at a Starbucks and they're like,
everything.
Or
just like, am I in the right relationship? Or the big and the small. I'm like, sit with yourself, listen, and then make a choice. I don't. And now sometimes that's hurt me because I'm a Scorpio rising. So we make firm decisions. I have fired more managers and agents in this lifetime than, I could, because I'm just like, if it's not feeling good, I gotta move on to something different. So I don't have trouble making decisions.
You don't.
No.
What does that mean that you're a Scorpio rising? I'm a Scorpio, but I don't know if I'm rising.
Okay, so if you're a Scorpio, so your birthday was this past month.
The 25th of October. When's your birthday?
Wow, fantastic. I am a Capricorn, but Scorpio rising. So Sam, you have to know that the fact that your sun, what it means for you is your sun sign is Scorpio.
Okay.
Which does mean something. Sometimes it means it's the way the world sees you. But until we know your rising sign, which I'm assuming you don't know, which is very upsetting.
I don't know it.
It's very upsetting. Your rising sign means like the world might see me as a Capricorn, but internally my experience of myself is something different. And that's the rising. Or you could see it as like Scorpio is your present, but whatever your rising is would be your future. It's like what you're here to do.
All my questions are canceled. Let's get to the charts.
I need to know your time of like when you were born and where. This is critical information.
Okay.
It actually is.
This is critical information. Okay. I got it all. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna embroider it on something.
It is really important. But so Scorpios, I mean, and I don't know if you feel this way about yourself, because again, we don't know your rising, so we know nothing.
Right.
We know nothing. You know,
it's just
you're blank
like
to me.
Scorpio born, but like
turn off your video.
Waffle rising.
Anything.
I don't know. Could be anything.
Could be
just
anything.
a sow bug. It's whatever.
Yeah, you're lost out there. But
lost.
Usually, like what it means, Scorpios mean to me, it's the sign of like big decisions, very sharp tongue, can like really burn shit to the ground. Like I'll light this house on fire with myself in it and like I'll just burn it. You know?
Like I want to say a muscularity.
Yeah. It's a hard sign to live. It's a hard sign to live. It's like sex and death and like extremes.
Right. Mortality. Thinking about it.
A lot.
Always. Yes, in the dead of night.
Yep. Yeah,
just
like
waking up
over. Yeah, and it's like the depths of the human experience Scorpios are able to go to and like be with. Does that resonate?
That is true. I do like to go, if something is sad or bad, I go all the way in.
Me too.
I'm like, let's go there. Because how can you come back from it if you didn't go all the way?
Yes, and what I find now is even with movies and TV shows, like I'll have husband Paul watch it first because I'm like, because I go there so deeply, I'm like, I actually need a little bit of, if this isn't for me, because I'll have no ability to come back. I need to know. So he does like a first look.
He does like a reconnaissance mission. He's like, it doesn't go there.
Right. But like if a child has died in it, you know, that's not for me. I can't, because I can't recover. Yeah, I can't recover.
Can't recover.
They'll take me out for days.
So do you seek, like when you go and when you watch things, when you select something that you're going to like get into, Is it? Do you watch comedy? Do you watch comedy?
I'm not interested in comedy.
No. Me neither. I hate it. I cannot.
Don't like it.
Like it feels like work, doesn't it? It feels like it's like work.
And I'm either like I when I watch comedy, I'm either upset because I'm like I can't do anything like that, or it's like so much better than what I could think of.
Right.
And then that depresses me, or I'm like. Or I'm like, oh, I didn't get that part and I would do it better.
Right.
So it's like either total insecurity or like crazy confidence. Yeah, it's just fraught.
It's work.
I'll get into like a date. Like my area of expertise is like Dateline.
Oh, like a Dateline. Yeah. Okay. Like a story.
Yeah, like a true crime story. Yeah.
A true crime story. Someone's whole story.
Yes.
I know. I have so many questions that are like written down that I should be asking you for my own, but now I don't want to.
Don't
now
ask
I want to talk about true crime.
Are you into it at all?
You know
into the dark arts?
I'm into the dark arts. I'm not. It depends. It depends on the story. Not each one captivates me in the same way. I have been recently captivated by the story of Israel Keys, who is the scariest person I've ever heard of on this earth. And I can't.
That's one of the darkest. Yeah.
It's one of the darkest I've ever. I just didn't know that he had existed. And so it was a revelation to me that the world could be that dark and scary in like a place, like in an area where I used to live or whatever. You know, it was like just kind of pass through that part of the world. It's so, I don't know.
It's
I don't know,
unsettling.
there's something, it's very unsettling. So that's your jam. Okay. That's how you
I mean, I don't
unwind.
That's how I relax, you know, to the sounds. That's how I really, like, I can really dissociate with a good, you know, Dateline episode. But he's the one who had kill kits, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
oh my God. And just a multi-state, like a multi-state, all over, traveled all over.
He was here, there, and everywhere.
Here, there, everywhere, and not...
Well, and he had a child. He had a child during that. And she's, you know, publicly spoken about what it's like to have him as a father. But I mean, I grew up on Long Island. And so the revelation in this, I think it was like 6 months ago, of who that Long Island serial killer was.
Oh my God.
Blew my fucking mind, because I know exactly where that is.
Yes. And the story of just the police procedures. I mean, did you listen to they did a daily episode
I've consumed every possible, like, I've been shooting the story into my veins. I've gotten it every which way. So yes, I'm deep in it. Deep. And they got him. All right. They got him. They got him.
After so much neglect in that case. Just
I know. Well, sex workers. They don't get the same.
I read a story about, because I'm originally from Canada, and like this, they didn't even start investigating the death of sex workers until maybe the late 1990s.
Wow.
They just were like,
that's a work hazard. That's
I guess they were just like, is this a category we should, a category of human person that we should focus on?
Yeah, that's
and
exactly
it was,
right.
Yeah, really scary. So it's fun for people to tune in to two comedy women talking about the things that relax us are literally the worst
things you've
imaginable things.
The worst things I've ever. But you know,
it's true.
I am just thinking now, Sam, from all of my research and all of my podcasts, my true crime podcasts, I can't really think of many Canadian serial killers.
Oh, they
are there?
They are, yes, and they are horrendous. Just terrible. They literally, as I'm
not
talking
good.
about,
I'm not happy for you.
As I'm talking about the sex workers. The reason they started investigating the murder of sex workers was because of one very active serial killer. They were like, this is weird now.
Right. Like
I
one
don't
or
think
two.
100 people should have disappeared.
Wow.
Should we start a file? Like it really was.
Should we open up a Word doc?
It really, really was a disgrace. And so they changed the country. It changed, the way the police operate. It's very, I think this is so interesting because I think that people think that people in comedy are like just a lark all the time. And we're like such darkness because the best comedy comes from a deep pool of something.
We're both Scorpios. Like we're gonna be dabbling in the darkest depths.
We're gonna do this.
We have to face it in our lifetime.
We do.
We must. We must face it.
Want to listen to the rest of this episode? Head over to your favorite podcast player to hear the entire show. I highly recommend it.